here. Today I wanted to discuss my Tiger collection. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing one, the Citadel, I think. I've picked these tanks up over the years. This one was free. This one I got on the 50% discount. I can't remember when did I get this one. I can't remember. And I acquired these two, the 217 and the TVI 100 recently. It's part of a Tiger bundle that was released last month. I barely paid anything for it. I think it was £8, which was, I couldn't resist. What can I say? So I just wanted to talk quickly about these tanks, the differences and all of that jazz. And hey ho, let's get into it. And it's basically, it's pretty simple. The tier 6s are the Tech 3 Tiger with the L56 gun, and the tier 7s, apart from the Tiger 131, are this tank with the L71 gun, and with little tweaks and differences, etc, etc. And of course there are some different nations here, like I mentioned. There's a Russian, there's a Japanese, and the rest are German, and none of them get preferential matchmaking apart from the Tiger 131, which is seriously significant and makes it even more OP than it already is. And so you basically looking at the heavy tank number 6 and the Tiger 217, as the gun is pretty much identical to the L56 on the Tiger 1. It gets a slightly longer reload, 7 seconds compared to 6.3 on the Tech 3 tank, and aim time is the same, 2.3, accuracy 0.38. They are slightly less maneuverable with horsepower to ton ratio. These are the least maneuverable Tigers in this batch, 11.4 compared to 15.6 on the L56 Tech 3 Tiger. And the gun penetration is lackluster on these things. 145 dealing 220 damage. The average kind of penetration for heavy tanks at tier 6 is around 170. So yes, that's kind of quite a bit lackluster. You can always load premiums, 194. All of the tanks do 40 kilometers per hour, I forgot to mention. So I mean, that's about it. I mean, as far as the tier 6s are concerned, the DPM is it runs around 1900, which is about 100 less than the L56 Tiger from the Tech 3. So there is that to mention, but they do work. They are, you're at tier 6. It's all about the opponents that you are facing, and when you're top, especially when you're top tier in these things, you just pretty much wreck. And then you have the other two, which is the Hammer and the TVI 100. This does have a Russian gun, but it's all pretty much the same thing, etc, etc. You get like a 10 extra alpha, 250 compared to 240 on the Hammer. But that's neither here nor there. That's kind of insignificant. The reload is pretty much the same. The DPM on both of them is pretty much the same, 2,150, 200. Around that mark, basically, which is what the L71 on the Tech 3 Tiger is, So the Hammer does have a very accurate gun of .33, which is the most accurate gun out of all of these tanks. So viable sniping gun, absolutely, and the TVI, it's 0.36, which is kind of pretty good accuracy for a heavy tank, but not as good as 0.33. The mobility is kind of in the middle there-ish. 12.2 kind of thing around for both of these, compared to the L71 Tiger. The tech tree's kind of 15 point something, I think, so a little bit less mobility there for the hammer and the TVI. Penetration is good. TVI, it's 190, the hammer is 203, which is good, which is great, which means you need to load less premium, so there is that. So it's definitely kind of an improvement, which you know, you're moving up a tier, absolutely, but it's still nothing compared to the almighty Tiger 131, which gets the L56, same as the tier 6s, and that's because it gets preferential matchmaking. So you think, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh, don't worry about it, it's bloody awesome, this thing. You only get 169 pen, which is very lousy, but you know, you can load premium 227. Damage is 220, which is okay, which is fine, absolutely. This tank also has great mobility, 15.29 horsepower to ton ratio, which is second amongst all the tanks that are up here. Pretty much the best tank is the Tech Tree Tiger with the L56 with 15.6, so it's very, very maneuverable, very responsive on the battlefield, and aim time is 2.3, accuracy 0.36, which is nothing to write home about, but it's not awful. But it's all about that reload speed. That reload speed is astronomical. It's 5.5 seconds, which is absolutely bloody bananas. Absolutely insane. 5.5 seconds. And it basically you get DPM 2,400, which is insane. Which is absolutely insane. And that you basically pumping out 11 rounds, and that's base. Keep in mind that's base. So you come across people. that's a base reload. 11 shells. You're pumping out more shells than, you know, the hammer, than the TVI. You're just wrecking these people. You know, the hammer can only pump out 9 shells, as can the TVI, and so you're pumping out basically 2 more shells. You're causing 440 more damage per minute than these 2 tanks, and this is supposed to be kind of nerfed compared to these 2, and it's because I don't know what's it, because and you get preferential matchmaking, so when you have the +1 and the -1, this tank is top tier all the time, and it's just absolutely bananas insane, this tank. So out of all of these tanks, it's all about this thing. This thing is the leader of the pack easily, and it just wrecks. So let's get in some gameplay, showcasing gameplay from all of these tanks. I don't think I have gameplay in my Tech Tree Tiger, but who cares? Okay, let's go. Okay, so first game, we're on Arctic region. Please don't blink, because these games are going to be over and done with really quick. With regards to my loading of premium, when I am top tier in a severely OP tank, I do tend to load premium, and that's because I'm a bit of a bastard, I would say, because I would say you shouldn't do this, absolutely, and yeah, my reasoning, it's unfair, it's not right, it's all of the above, you know.
all of the reasons that you can think of, I would completely agree with. Having said that, when I'm in a severely OP machine, and how do I phrase this? And I'm top tier, to me, Radley Waters is up for grabs. To me, my very first Pools medal is up for grabs. You know, all of these things are kind of on the table, and that is the reasoning why I am a complete bastard in an OP machine, and on top of that, I'm top tier, and I load premium as well. So that is my reasoning. That is my thinking. That's not a strategy. I'm not going to say it's a strategy. That is my reasoning for a lot of times. I will load premium, and you'll see me spam premium, and I won't even look back. I won't even switch to regular shells. I won't even care, especially if it's in a premium tank, because you're not gonna lose as much money as you would in a tech tree tank. So with that out of the way, I'm not saying in each and every game I'm gonna be using premium, but there's there will be a few. So anyhow, so this is the TVI 100. This is the tier 7 Soviet Tiger, and we have 6.88 reload. As you can see, I've got it down to 5.5 or something along those lines. And just like all the other Tigers, this thing wrecks. It absolutely destroys. It does have 190 pen, so actually, premium isn't that needed, truth be told. But yeah, because of the reasons I just stated, because of the reasons I just mentioned. So within the first 2-3 minutes of the game, you're just going around, you're wrecking everybody, you're destroying everybody. To me, the Tigers are like the kings of like 3k damage at tier 6 and tier 7. They just, on a regular basis, I'll roll out and I'll easy peasy lemon squeezy get to 3k damage and no problem, which is ridiculously ludicrous for a tank at these tiers. But what can I say, it is what it is. So let's move on to the next machine, shall we? So there's nothing more to say here. Okay, so next up we have the tier 6 German Tiger 217. This thing has a base reload of 7 seconds, aim time 2.3, accuracy 0.38. Do not blink, don't go to the loo. This is going to be over and done with within 2-3 minutes. We are top tier. I don't think I use any premium rounds in this game, so I'm a bit of a good boy in this one. So we're facing off against pretty much the same tank, heavy tank number 6. We do penning once into the side. Shots are coming in from our left, but it's okay. We're kind of angled pretty decently. And again, we pen again. We haven't lost any hit points. He's down to 174. He does pen us there, but we do manage to take him out. And good start to the game. Let's move on to the next victim. Churchill GC. His side, hopefully. We switch the compass to get a good idea of what's coming up. OI experimental. Right about there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And can we do that again? Right in the side. And we pick up our second kill. Churchill GC. Keep in mind the alpha is 220. Don't get the kill. Oh, Artie. We like the Artie. Goodbye, Artie. And the Bogey. Bogey's got a very fast reload speed, so we need to take care of him quickly quick. Into the side of the turret. One more. We get our third kill. And moving on to our next victim, KV85. We're angling very nicely. We're creeping up to the rears of these dudes. We don't manage to pen that shot. A Citadel. That's the only tank that's missing from my collection. And the Panzer, what's that? The Panzer 3K. And everybody's dead. And we've managed to secure 2.5k, a measly 2.5k damage. A measly. And everybody's running towards the base. I, on the other hand, am running towards the remaining reds. Because that's what I'm all about in this tank, which is, they do make money. They make pretty decent silver. Not fantastic, amazing, like, you know, tier 8. Nice juicy targets. Can we make it there? Speed is 40 kilometers. They're all 40 kilometers. But the horsepower to ton ratio is a bit lackluster. It's 11 point something. So there is that. But the mobility is decent on all the Tigers, you know. They're quite responsive. With the Tiger 131 being the most responsive. Can we push this up to 3k? It's always kind of a rule for me. I need to get 3k. Yeah, nice. Oh, we do get we got assisted damage as well. So it's, yeah, spot on. 3k. GG. Told you. Blink of an eye. All done. Top tier. I didn't use premium, so that was good. Move on to the next Tiger, shall we? Okay, we are back on the Arctic region. What can I say? We're going to be back on the Arctic region one more time. Because this tank does like these kind of maps. And we are not top tier. I believe this is a tier 8 game. Hence I've loaded premium. This is in this matchup, it's kind of a little bit different, the reasoning why I've loaded premium. I've loaded premium because I'm in a tier 8 game, so I'm not out to ruffle stomp, you know, the tier 6, tier 5 players. I'm out to get a win and defend myself with all of the tools at my disposal. And this is the Tiger Hammer. It was the one of the first premium tanks that were given away by Wargaming. I think this came soon after the Motherland, very close to, and I don't play it that much, but it's which is kind of odd because it does have 0.33 accuracy, which is a statistic for a very good sniping gun. And recently, when I kind of dusted it off, I was like, it just really holds its own as far as accuracy is concerned. So we're playing it a little bit more cautious. In the first game, you saw me, I was kind of rolling out into the open, and with this game, it's kind of a little bit more cautious, a little bit more slower tempo, kind of reading the enemy and try to figure them out. So I understand that my proximity radar is going to hit this guy, so that's why I'm kind of pulling out here, because I want to surprise him at the very last second and get a shot into him. My auto aim doesn't work. Keep in mind there's one piece of artillery in play, so kind of screwing this up completely. The terrain is messing with me, but he does get taken out, so we're good. The only threat here is artillery. As you can see, Iron Rain will just wreck me, just destroy me. Hence I've loaded up premium. It's because you're up against these kind of tanks. Not that I really need premium for the Iron Rain. So we carefully, slowly moving up here. Panzernacker, haven't seen that tank for a while. Again, all I'm worried about is artillery at this point. Yes, we can. His rear, lead, make every single shot count, but there's an Iron Rain somewhere back there. That was beautiful. And that's what I'm talking about, you know, with this tank. Auto aim on the Borsig, you just hit it anywhere you're going to pen. Oh, somebody else joins the fray. Is he AFK? He's not AFK. I've lost 50% of my hit points, which is not good. And I've lost even more of my hit points, which is not good. Panzernacker trying to take me out with his auto-loading gun. And now I'm very much stressed here because I'm thinking Artie, 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 Artie. Asking for support from whoever, from my Artie. I know I need to be quick. There we go, we take out a serious threat there. And T-34-2. Panzernacke is still back there. Hopefully they're distracted by the medium that's in front of them and I can get shots off. They get it. Shh. Now I'm really pushing my luck because I am the way I'm angled, it's not smart. I fully understand that and appreciate that. Senshi, not sure what he's trying to do. He can't get past those tank barriers. So we take advantage of the situation, the chaos that's up ahead, and we kind of drop down over here. And now these my mediums to my right are deciding they're going to take the long way round, flanking from the rear, and I'm very vulnerable. The thing is, does anybody know that I'm here? And yes, there we go. And I'm going to get extremely lucky here. Well, I'm not going to get lucky because I missed the first time. I think I missed the second time. But he same with him. And yeah, they do come in and save me. So that was nice. I was about to die. So you can see the greatest characteristic of this tank, apart from it already has a whole bunch of fantastic, amazing characteristics, is the gun. It does snipe really, really well. And we're up to 3k damage. 3k damage. And we just surpassed 3k damage. Well, combined is what I'm talking about. Can I get a shot on the Carney? I don't think so. GG. Not that long, but you know, it was a good game. Get wrecked. And we're on the proc in the heavy tank number 6. This is the tier 6 variant of a Tiger, and we're in a tier 7 game. Hence, I have loaded premium. Been using a lot of premium. What can I say? I like to win in this tank. I do. This tank, I would say, it's not my silver maker. It's not my fun tank. It's my win tank. It's my, when I need wins for like long haul or, you know, things of this nature. It's kind of like my go-to tank for getting, not Radley waters, but just if I just want to ruffle stomp people and I'm in a crappy mood and I want to destroy people, I guess that's kind of not a very nice thing to say, but it is what it is, and it's my winning tank. These tanks are the Tigers. If I want to win, you know, we see that the tier 7 Tiger 131, there's no RD in play, so this is a big bonus. This is massive. This is massive. It's so massive. It's huge. It's so huge. Heavy tanks, well, I don't need to say it, don't work on the proc when there's RD in play. Keep in mind, I have uploaded this footage already onto my YouTube's channel, but it was without music, and I just got bored of playing in Tigers to get footage for this vid, and I said, let's use this game. I remember it. It's pretty decent. Can we get a nice side shot into the Tiger 131? Should be able to. Yes. This tank has a 0.38 accuracy with 7-second base reload. Like I said, the penetration is a bit lackluster on the regular rounds. Right now, you know, the reason why I'm focusing my attention so much on the Tiger 131 is that he's kind of like a priority as far as targets are concerned, because if I was in that thing, I would be owning, I would be wrecking, and all of that jazz. We're doing pretty decent work here. We're being supported by some heavy to my left, and one heavy to the right, but it's a bit dicey, this situation, a bit precarious, because you can see what's going up on the hill. It's a very fierce battle going on up there, but I'm down here and I'm doing this job, and I'm doing pretty okay. I've managed to secure 2k damage, 1k assisted, 3k damage, like I always say. But you can see, that flat armor, people will pen you, and diamond formation, all of that jazz. We've lost almost like 75% of our hit points. Looking for the next victim. IS-2. Side shots, possibly, maybe. Yes, absolutely. Can we do that again? You wouldn't be peeking like this and so often if Artie was in play. That's for sure. And he's kind of engaging my heavy, and he did manage to take out my heavy. So now I'm kind of, this area is kind of crumbling, falling apart. I don't know what else is. Yeah, I need to back off a bit, and not because I can't use this tank against a whole bunch of enemies. It's all about my health right now. 172. I need to be extra cautious, extra careful, because we do have a substantial lead, but at the same time, 2 or 3 of them could jump on a cap, kind of push towards it, etc., etc. They still got numbers, is what I'm saying. And so hence I've pulled back here, and I'm using these kind of ridge lines to mask my tank as much as possible, keep it going as much as possible, because I'm on such a low amount of hit points. Being extra careful, don't want to expose my tank too much. I still want to get shots, I still want to get damage. Blind fire, somebody is aiming at me. As soon as they do, I pull back. It looks like we've won the hill, which is fantastic, and I'm just fending off the remaining guys up here. At some point I can kind of push and get some free damage in, because their game is pretty much over now. Their fate is sealed, it's done and dusted. So right now I'm thinking free damage. Who's going to give me free damage? Will it be the Tiger? Will it be the IS-2? IS-2 kind of brave there. He took out the heavy and secured the 1-2 line, but it was too little, too late. And here's my free damage. Any more? No, didn't let it aim in. Perhaps into the side. No, he kind of stopped there. I still don't want to die. Nice bounce. Can we? There we go. All that's left is a medium, a cheery. Can we get one on him? Pretty please. Yes, we can. Picking up 3 kills, 3k damage, 1.6k assisted damage. So, a buttload of damage combined there. And finally we reached the icing on the cake, which is the Tiger 131. Unfortunately, we are back on Arctic region for a 3rd time in this vid. What can I say? We are top tier. We don't have premium reloaded, which is kind of odd. What can I say? And I'm sure at some point I'll load premium. This tank is pretty much insane. and it's all about that reload speed. As you can see, I've got it down to 5 seconds or even less, and it's all about, yeah, it's just bananas. The DPM, it just wails on people. It just wrecks people. It's like a machine gun. And keep in mind, this tank gets preferential matchmaking, which is bananas. And like I mentioned before, if you play it during +1 -1, you will be continuously top tier, which is insane, which is absolutely bananas. And it's just it has the best mobility, horsepower to ton ratio out of all of the premium tanks. It's just bananas. There's so many good things to say about this tank, and it's kind of like never ending, and it's just insane. It's, if you don't have one, I would highly recommend that you pick one up if you're thinking about which Tiger to get out of all of these tanks. Then the Tiger 131 is the one to get 100%. I'm doing so much damage, and I'm only using the regular shells, and which has, you know, 169 pen, which is pretty decent, and the accuracy is okay, and I'm just wailing on people, wrecking people. Keep in mind, don't pay full price for any kind of premium tank. They're always released at 50% off. You guys know this. Deal of the week. Just, you know, the Shashka was recently released, and within less than a month they're giving it away for free. And, you know, I would really be hesitant and think twice about buying any tank when it's initially released, unless it's some kind of severely OP machine and you just really want it, which was like, for instance, the Iron Rain. I just really wanted that tank, and I bought it straight away. Looking back, is it a must? Yes, it's a must, but I wouldn't, you know, I should have waited for that 50% discount, truth be told. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm a tanker, plus I've got the YouTube channel and all that jazz. But anyway, back to the Tiger 131. We are just how many minutes? We're 4 minutes into the game, and I've done 2k damage. And already this is, you know, it's already a pretty decent game. You know, we're already kind of done and dusted. I've lost 50% of my hit points. I don't want this T71 to be loading premium and to be wailing on me. His fate is kind of secured. He's going to be dead. And I just want him out the way so I can, you know, move on to other tanks. So, because I got other people to deal with. And I want to be kind of liberated from this area. So we finally managed to take him out, giving us 2.4k damage. So already we're good, we're solid, we're golden as far as damage is concerned. But we can do more because there's a lot of tanks still on the board. We're only leading by 2 tanks, pardon me. See if you hit the handbrake there to kind of twist the tank to the left. So now we're looking for our next victim. And there he is. Yeah, I was about to say. And that gives us our second kill. I said to myself, I think there was somebody down here, you know, in the water. So Panzer 5-4, he needs to be eliminated. He's not that much of a threat, but yeah. So we load some premium, and there's 2 heavies and 2 mediums basically left. And yes, we can. Didn't really need premium there, but what the hey, we're in the closing stages of the game. There's only 3 tanks left. KV1, he's gonna wail on me on his gun, so I need to quick deal with him as quick as possible. Bounce from him. Quick. There we go. Take him out, and that's good. P44, P43. Load up the regular rounds. We're on 3k damage now. That's 3k raw damage and 4 kills. We didn't use premium, so I don't want to hear it about me using premium. I am a bit of a shit when it comes to using premium, but at the same time, believe me, I've used 99.9% standard rounds. So now we're searching for the, is it the P43? I think it is. There he is. Can we get a little bit more damage? That'd be nice. We're gonna go for the ram. The ram and the shoot kill kind of thing. To mobilize him. There we go. Nice. 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 5 kills. 3.7k damage with 98 assisted. These tanks are bananas. They're crazy. I highly recommend Tiger 131. Take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos.